morning, Skopje. This is Vasil from North Macedonia.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Vasil. And you really look relaxed. Are you not nervous to go to Rotterdam?
I always say, until you ask me, are you not nervous? I'm okay. The moment I hear the question, I'm like,
I didn't want to stress you. No.
Yeah. And I'm relaxed because you just got me after my mountain hike and workout. So.
Oh, really? You've been in the mountain already this morning.
Yeah, it's my morning routine. So that's how I calm the nerves.
Oh, that's cool. Very nice. Vasil, you've been already selected last year to represent your country in the Eurovision Song Contest. And in the video clip, you also mentioned that you were very sad when it was cancelled. How was it for you?
Well, of course, I mentioned I was sad. I feel that all of us are sad because this is something we've been fighting for and dreaming towards our whole life. So when I got it last year, I was excited because I said, finally, I get my chance. And why I was so disappointed, of course, I wasn't mad because COVID canceled the world last year. Everything stopped. But for me, because we are internal selection, I didn't know if I was going to come back this year. So I think that's where my personal hurt came. And I said, I got my chance and it was taken away. So, but here we are again.
Yeah, great. So you have another chance this year. Compared to last year, your song was more Latino-like. Now you have a musical anthem. With which variety do you feel better? Probably both, but I know that you have several music styles. But
so that's exactly my answer for that. Depends on what hat I'm wearing in the night. So last year, it would have been a very dancey, very sexual performance there, I say. This year, I'm very proud of it because it's in a way back to basics. I love that we're using live orchestra. I'm using this naked ballad to just give you a message. And I'm proud of this year because you get me. You get me as I am. And I wrote the music and the lyrics. So I'm very proud because in an authentic way, I get to represent Macedonia and sing for every human being. So to me, that is the biggest gift.
The video clip is really beautiful, and the whole setting in a historical building, the orchestra. You can even have the orchestra tape and the choir tape this year for the first time. But there were also some scandals with the video.
There is always a scandal with Eurovision. So
isn't it? Yeah, without it won't be funny. Yeah, but it's.
I mean, what to say about it is just it was a very big misunderstanding that got out of control when facts were taken out of context, and sadly, it just turned into this pool of hate, so to speak. But I see the good in it because to me, it inspires me. Because the message of my song is we celebrate our success after hard times. And I say they all try to break us, not knowing it's what makes us. You can try to break us, but we will stand together.
Yeah, that's
so. To me, it gave me even more power to sing my song and to stand up for everybody and say, you know what, we will silence the hate with love. So
you didn't have an easy life because you had to move to United States because of the Balkan War. I think it's not easy for a little child to go away. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about this.
Well, see, I mean, I have lived moving back home 3 years ago was my 7th time starting over from zero. So when we moved to America, it was the Balkan War, then 9/11 deported the family. So for me, I've lived Chicago, Toronto was 10 years, Chicago 8 years, Milano 1 year.
Wow.
I was in London for a year, a few months in Germany when I was doing opera. My goal was to focus in Germany to do the fest, to become a fest singer. So it was lots of travel. Was it easy? It was not easy. Lots of uncontrollable things in my life, like we mentioned, because of the war, because of deportation. But my beautiful thing is music always opened the doors for me. So music has always been my escape, my release, my drug, dare I say.
Yeah, but it's also a chance, as you said, if you travel to so many different places. On the other hand, it's maybe harder the first time, but at the end, you can take it as good experience and life experience maybe as well.
Of course, and you meet you meet so many people, and I'm so blessed that I say I have such a big chosen family and that I'm a global citizen because I have a home everywhere because of singing. I've met so many beautiful people, and this is what Eurovision is also amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we're going to get to do it because you meet so many people in different cultures. So
yeah, we hope that you can really meet them in person because of the Corona security measures that we don't know. Maybe all behind plexiglass or something. That
doesn't matter. I really think it's going to be beautiful this year because even if people are at home, we are still putting on a show, and that is going to be something that I believe will be remembered for a long time.
Yeah, I can imagine. But talking about the United States and Canada experience, you made your diploma in opera singing in Toronto, and you also have been backing vocalists for quite a number of people. Very interesting.
Yes, so that all happened in Chicago. I became a member and a soloist for the Chicago Children's Choir, who are also the backing vocals for my song this year. And with them, I got the chance to debut solo at Carnegie Hall in New York. I'm in an R. Kelly music video as a backup singer. Many classical musicians like Mitsuko Uchida, Yo-Yo Ma. So, and my studies were in Toronto, where I finished with honors at the Royal Conservatory and Opera School and University of Toronto. So lots of musical experience.
But also Julia Andrews and Celine Dion, I read?
Yes, they were part of the group, few concerts.
Are they nice in private? Or?
Of course they were. I mean, we were children when we were singing, so of course they have to be nice to the children, you know? So are they nice in private? I don't know, but the children, they're very nice.
What kind of honor is it to sing with them? It's really cool, I would say.
It's unbelievable. That's kind of that education you don't learn in school.
Yeah,
you know,
I can imagine.
Honor to even just stand on the same stage and sing for those people, with those people. It's a lesson that inspires me to one day do that for the young generations.
Yeah, you also got a little bit Eurovision experience when you supported Tamara 2019 in Tel Aviv, and she was really successful, made a 7th place. It was, I think, the best place ever for North Macedonia. So what can you take out of that?
For me, that confirmed that I'm ready to go to Eurovision. When I stood on stage behind her, I said, holy smokes, I feel like it is my turn to represent Macedonia. And in a way, it was the best dress rehearsal I could have gotten because we weren't on stage, but I was there meeting everybody, watching the machinery, because the whole Eurovision experience literally is a big factory machine, that there's so much going on. And to just observe that and learn from it, I have a bit of comfort because I know what I'm going into and I know how organized everything is.
Yeah, great. Yeah, but I think this is a special moment, 3 minutes there for you, but all the buzz around with all the press conferences and interviews and the parties normally in a normal situation. Yeah. So you already have that experience, even if it's probably not that possible this year in Rotterdam. So I hope you don't miss it somehow. If you just have to stay in the hotel, yeah, but what can we do? Yeah.
We can party live from the hotel room.
Yeah, you even participated at the Madrid pre-party. I saw that video. I really must say that's really nice. That all the people came together and it had a special atmosphere, I must say, even if they were not physically together, but having the mood together and the atmosphere was nice. It was something special, and I think even if Corona destroys everything, somehow we can have a kind of party like this.
Yes, because music unites. Despite everything, music brings us together, and that's why I'm excited. Because no matter what, we will be together as one, and we will celebrate.
How much do the people in North Macedonia appreciate the Eurovision Song Contest? Are they keen on it? I know from some other countries that are really keen, like the Swedes. It's one of the most important shows of the year.
I wouldn't say like we are like the Swedes. It's so. It depends when the actual event happens. Yes. Yeah. But I would say yes, but not as much as the big ones.
Did you follow the Eurovision when you were a child already?
I did. I remember my first year my first memory is 1990. of Eurovision. So for me, it's Tai Chi and Bandido.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Bandido, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bandido is one of my favorite, and everybody knows that. But then because I lived afar in Canada and the States for a long time, I had a bit of a gap. But news of Eurovision would reach. You're like, this is who wins. And then when I moved back to Europe about 4 years ago, I started religiously again. So
do you have a favorite song generally from the ex-Yugoslav countries, or from in general?
One of my favorite Macedonian songs is Kaljopi Crno i Belo.
Yeah, that's lovely.
I find myself singing that side. Just something to me very, very powerful about that song.
She was really great, I must say. She had something special with the rhythm, and her voice. It was really, and I thought she did better, but unfortunately she did not shape up that well at the end. Yeah, that was great. And there were great singers in the past as well, for Macedonia, or for North Macedonia.
Yeah, there is forever. I mean, the key for all of that is there's so many amazing singers. It's how to get those three things together: the great singer, the great song, and the great stage performance.
Yeah.
I would say for any Eurovision, for any country, that's the challenge is, yes, can you get that triple factor? So that's why I'm excited, because I think there's a lot of beautiful songs this year, but I'm curious to see all of us live on stage.
Yeah, when you were in Tel Aviv, for example, I think nobody really had North Macedonia on the card. All of a sudden, it surprised, and people say, "Wow!" And they got so many votes from the juries. Unbelievable. So people thought, "Oh my God, it's North Macedonia this year." It was really fascinating to see that even if the bets are different, and people say, "Oh, these are the favorites," it doesn't mean that it's like this, because I think 98% of the people who watching the Eurovision Song Contest don't know the songs until the final night.
Which is beautiful. They get to see a completely different experience rather than the fans that follow the whole journey. So it's a little hard to not get stuck in all of that preconceived notion, but I really think there's a lot of beautiful songs, and no matter what, it's going to be a beautiful show this year.
So do you have any other favorites from this year? Or did you listen to all the songs so far?
I've heard most of them. Oh, my favorite changes every day. I wake up singing a different song every day. So
you're a diplomat, Vasil.
Yeah, no, I have to be a diplomat. I can tell you that this morning I woke up singing "Set Me Free." So there we go. On my walk up the mountain, that's what I was walking to.
Yeah. What do you have on your roadmap until Rotterdam? Is of course probably a lot of rehearsals and singing.
Yes, rehearsals. But the beautiful thing of doing the live on tape backup performance, I had my performance ready as early as March 1st. So we've just been finessing everything up until that. So I'm in that way. I feel very prepared, though I can, how do I say without giving too much away? My performance is very intricate, that I have to be very, very precise with everything I do in order for the magic to happen. So but that's not something I can do until I get on the stage. So that, and other than that, breathing, few interviews, and just preparing.
Yeah, I will cross my fingers for you that your dream comes true, and that you really can enjoy this experience, even if it's a little bit different maybe than 2019. But I think it will be a great show, and we'll all have a good time, hopefully. Thank you, Vasil.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to talk to us. And do you have some last words for our viewers?
Yes, I want you to believe in yourself and embrace your truth, because if you go from truth from here, nobody can touch us. I will sing for all of you on the 18th and hopefully the 22nd. Give me your love and your energy, and I will give it back to you. I love you and thank you.